Bob Price here. Before we begin with the video, I want to share something about how this was created. It's told in a novelette style, gentle, reflective, and meant to be experienced rather than analyzed. I invite you to take this story in an open manner, letting it settle into your world in whatever way feels right to you. This is a creative journey. Not only the transformation of the character in the video that you're about to meet, but perhaps a small transformation within yourself as well. As the images unfold, let the creative energy inside you respond. Let it move, let it breathe. Maybe the story will remind you of someone you once loved. Maybe it will help you rediscover a part of your creativity you haven't visited in a while. There is no right way to experience what you're about to see. Every viewer receives it differently. Just let it unfold. Welcome to Canvas of Light. Oh, before I start the video, I do want to tell you I just composed a song that will be some of the music that you'll hear underneath the narration. I did that on my MIDI and Cubase. So it's kind of an orchestra piano melody, and it's meant to just enhance the video experience. Image 1, the first brushstroke. She sat in her chair, drinking her morning coffee, as the first light of dawn rose over the ocean and spilled softly through the window. Sunlight shimmered across the waves, quiet, reflective, almost calling to her. Her studio was still, a small seaside sanctuary she had returned to day after day. She looked towards the blank canvas as she had many days previously. She had come here countless mornings, staring at it, waiting for inspiration, but nothing ever came, and she never touched it. Years had passed since she was last lifted with a brush and made any painting on any canvas, but today felt different. Sometimes, instead of imagining what you want to paint, you simply place the first stroke and let the muse take over. Creativity flows best when you stop trying to control it. She reached for her brush. Image 2, colors awaken. The first brush stroke glided across the canvas, then another and another. Gold, blue, cyan, orange and yellow paint transferred from her brush to the canvas. Color awakened beneath her hand, soft at first, then vibrant, then alive. Patterns began to form without her even noticing. Shapes, textures, movements. She wasn't painting the world outside her window anymore. She was painting the light within herself. Image 3, the music. She paused. A faint sound drifted through the room, a single note. Soft, barely there. Another followed, then another. Chords formed, melodies weaving, counter melodies rising to meet them. The air shimmered. An orchestra began to appear, first as a haze, then as shapes, then as a living sound manifesting itself in the room. Violins, cellos, notes floating like beams of light. She could start to begin to see the orchestra musicians. It was beautiful. It was heavenly. She didn't ask where the music came from. She simply let herself feel it and enjoy the experience. Sometimes the heart hears what the ears cannot. Image 4, the butterfly. As the music continued, a butterfly drifted gently through the open ocean view window. It circled the studio, and then it landed softly on her hand. She felt tiny, delicate legs on her skin, light, curious, almost playful. It tickled as it walked across her hand. She felt something beautiful, something difficult to explain. A connection between the butterfly and the music, though she couldn't say why. It was peace, a quiet resonance, as if to say, "It will be okay." Image 5, the yellow rose. She looked out the window and noticed yellow daisies blooming just below her view. Their color pulled her back into a memory from long ago. Many years earlier, a warm afternoon walking with him along the seashore. She remembered the cool sand beneath her bare feet, the way he smiled at her. A tear fell from her eye, a tear of happiness. It was a good memory, and something she had thought of for a long time. A merchant passed by, carrying roses. He bought one. Without speaking, he placed it gently into her hands. She lifted it to her face, brushing it against her cheek, breathing in the fragrance. Then she returned to the present moment. The memory began to fade. Some memories never leave us completely. They simply wait for the right moment to bloom again. Image 6, becoming one. She looked around the studio. The painting called to her, not with words, but with feeling. She stepped towards it and raised her hand, pressing her fingers into the fresh paint. The paint was still wet. Her fingers left their mark. Color covered her hand, multiple hues, each carrying its own frequency. A golden glow formed where she touched the canvas. It was a magical moment, an artist and a painting becoming one. Image 7, across time. Then something extraordinary happened. Time seemed to soften. The room filled with a gentle glow. Light spiraled outward, like a brushstroke that never ended. Within the light, another artist appeared. Who was she? She was held within an orb of shimmering energy. It was a symbiance of herself from another time. Two versions of her, slowly reaching towards one another, their fingertips almost meeting. A delicate silver thread joined them. Perhaps the soul remembers what the mind has forgotten. Perhaps every act of creation is a whisper sent across time that echoes back to itself. Image 8, the revelation. She opened her eyes. What she had witnessed felt like a vision. She stepped away, contemplating what she had seen. She returned each morning, coffee in hand, working more on the painting. In time, the painting was complete. She smiled, not because she had finished a work of art, but because she finally understood creativity never leaves us. It changes us. It teaches us to see beauty where we once saw emptiness. It helps us remember the value of love. It reminds us to create where we once felt loss. It urges us to find light where there was once darkness. Image 9, the new beginning. The next morning, she returned. She had left a blank canvas waiting on an easel. She stood quietly before it, looking at it, looking into it, not wondering what to paint as before, just feeling the gratitude for the whole experience that she had had over the last few months, realizing that there is always another sunrise, another canvas, another opportunity to create. Image 10, Canvas of Light. Some loves never fade. They simply become light and memory within us, and perhaps they transcend lifetimes, repeating a creative cycle. Love becomes art, art becomes light, and the light gives us hope and a reason to live. I now leave you with the original song that I composed using Songer software, where I created the poem that is the basis of the song. It's in a soul rock type melody. I think you'll like it. I've had it on other videos where I feature just the song itself, but its real place belongs at the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you on the next one.
She paints her dreams on the canvas. The sun shines, butterflies fill the air. Could she be dreaming? Golds, blues, cyan, oranges, and yellow combine. Each stroke a whisper, each color shimmer redeeming. The ocean echoes softly in her hand, waves reverberating secrets only artists can understand. Colors awaken, they dance, they ignite. She paints the dawn, the visions inside. She paints the light. She feels alive. Her brushes catch fire, painting winds of desire. Each motion a spark, each breath lifting higher. The canvas becomes sky, the dream takes flight. She's painting her soul into radiant light. The wind drifts gently, moving through her hair. Softly it touches her face, like a memory still there. She dreams of a true love, now hidden from her days. Moments and echoes returning in quiet waves. A tear brushes her cheek, a soft shining line. Another falls slowly from the corner of her eye. Memories rushing, flooding her mind. Yesterday's moments now lost in the canvas she found.